There are two reasons that people attack other people. It's because of fear and insecurity. And truth be told, you could tie those two things together. They're related. The reason people attack other people is because of fear and insecurity. Now, a little bit ago, I had made a Facebook post about this. I didn't think much of it. It was the thought I had. I started reflecting on my thought and came up with this. And I really thought that maybe somebody would read this and be like, that's interesting. I never thought about it like that. But instead, I had tons of people disagree with me and argue. And here's the fact of the matter. When another country attacks another country, they're doing it out of fear or insecurity, okay? Maybe they're preemptively attacking because they feel like maybe they're gonna be invaded, they're gonna be taken over. I'd be afraid too. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just stating the fact that attacks are done out of fear and insecurity. Or one country attacks another, maybe for their resources, maybe for their oil. And because one country feels so insecure and the scarcity mindset that that country has of not having enough oil, they go and take somebody else's by force. That's fear and insecurity. How about on Facebook? You guys are all on social media. You see it every day. Maybe you've attacked somebody. Maybe somebody's attacked you. Again, it comes back to fear and insecurity. When I made this post and so many people disagreed, they were fearful that my belief system could somehow impede on them. I could harm them with my belief system. And that's totally false. We can all have different beliefs. As long as your belief doesn't physically harm me, if you're not taking something away from me or hurting my family, I can simply ignore it and not be bothered by it. And when you can't scroll past, when you get upset at a post, and I've done it myself, it's because belief systems don't line up, and somewhere inside you feel like that person can harm you. You're fearful of that person because of their belief system. Now, logically, this doesn't make sense that one person's Facebook post could influence you and set you in such a rage because you're afraid or you're insecure. But if you really peel back the layers on this, think about it. If that person's not there and they can't physically harm you, take something from you, harm your family, what is there to get so upset about just because they have a different belief system? That one person can't influence your life at all unless you let them. They're not in a position where they're a dictator, and because of their belief, they can influence or change your life. That's not possible. So again, I ask you, the next time you maybe lash out and you attack somebody over, for example, a Facebook post, when this happens to you, peel back the layers and ask why. Just ask yourself why, because this is a great teachable learning experience, and I've done this multiple times. I used to get really upset because I would post a lot on social media, my feelings, my beliefs, maybe jujitsu techniques, and people would disagree with me to the point where I'm being called names, and I would get so upset. And like Joe Rogan said, stay out of the comment section. But I also take that as a great learning experience. Whenever in my comment section and people are firing back negative things at me or attacking me, it's just a great exercise for me to use sort of my verbal jujitsu or my mindset of jujitsu to try to deflect, come out, and just be the bigger person. And that may not be for you. Stay out of the comment section. However, when you analyze it and think about yourself first, and again, keep peeling back the layers on how to make yourself a better person, because that's what this is ultimately about, to keep moving forward in your life, to become better. Ask yourself why you're so insecure or you're so fearful that you would lash out and attack. You'll come up with an answer if you ask yourself that question enough times and peel it back. But also understand that's the reason other people do the same thing. Fear and insecurity drive so many emotional decisions. If you weren't emotional and you didn't feel fear or insecurity, you'd scroll right on by and you wouldn't take over another country. Keep moving forward.